Hey everyone, I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and this is Bluetti's itty bitty Elite 30 V2. This is a 288 watt hour power station with a 600 watt pure sine inverter packed into a itty bitty package. Now, I've shown this on the channel before. I introduced this when it came out about six months ago-ish or so. So I've had it about 6 months. And this little guy continues to be the most used power station that I own, and I own a few, because of the channel and doing reviews and stuff. I do own quite a few power stations, but of all the ones that I have, this one by far gets used more than any of the others. It's Christmas time, and this is almost a stocking stuffer. Not quite, but almost a stocking stuffer. But I've been blown away by everything that this little guy can do. It's the perfect size power station to, take up into your tent with you, charge your phones, charge your camera batteries, charge your watch, iPad, keep all your little things like that charged. It is absolutely perfect for that. But what I've found is it can do a heck of a lot more than you would think a power station of this size can do. This is how I use the Elite 30 the most. I don't have power back here on the seat delete for all my camera batteries and stuff. So what I do is I take the 12 volt charging cable and plug it in here. So every time the truck is on, this is getting charged through the 12 volt. And then I turn all these little things on, plug my drone batteries in there. I built this little battery charging box so I can easily, keep everything kind of handy and stored. Plug all my camera batteries in here, and I tuck this down here behind the seat, down here. This goes there, and boom. This is my kind of portable, mobile battery charging hub. So this is why this power station is really invaluable to me, because it's so small. It can charge very quickly from the 12 volt, and it just always keeps power flowing into my batteries. And so this has been an incredible little setup to be able to keep all my camera batteries charged. I can even, grab my camp lights and that sort of stuff, plug those in here, headlamps that die, and I just use this kind of as my charging hub. It just has so many outlets and so many USB ports that I can plug so much into it and just have everything constantly charging while we're on the move, and it's been perfect. With its powerlifting mode on a power station this small, obviously it can, power all of your work tools, recharge all the batteries, that sort of thing. But it can even run a heat gun on low. It could actually run it on high but it won't be its peak power, but it definitely gets hotter. So it can run a heat gun. It can even run an angle grinder. Now, that's pretty impressive, that a little power station can do something like this. But we're an overlanding, off-roading, camping channel, not a home improvement power tools channel. So the biggest use case for these is that, aside from charging your phone and your watch and your iPad and those, camera batteries and those sort of things, you're typically buying a power station to run a fridge, at least overnight. You plug this into your vehicle while you're driving around. When you get to camp, unplug it from your vehicle, plug it into the 12 volt socket here, and you don't have to worry about your car battery, potentially having less voltage in the morning to be able to start your vehicle. People also buy these to run diesel heaters. It's hit or miss if a power station will run a diesel heater, because typically diesel heaters require up to 15 amps on startup, which is a lot more than the 10 amp sockets on just about every power station out there. And I've shown in previous videos that this little guy will run a diesel heater. It's got just enough of a hump on its 12 volt socket that it will at least run these. I haven't tested it with a lot of different brands, but it will at least run these. And I got to thinking, it's winter time. People now need to run both the fridge and the diesel heater at night. Does this little guy have enough power to effectively run both overnight? And what you do, I mean, you can see this has one 12 volt socket right here. So you get your little 5.5 to cigarette lighter socket adapter. You plug that in here, and then you can plug your fridge in here, and plug your diesel heater in here. But the trick to that is plug your diesel heater in first. Before you plug your fridge into this, plug your diesel heater in and get it going, because the amp draw on startup is when these pull the most power. So you want to make sure that only your diesel heater is running on the power station on startup, so it can get over that hump and get this thing going. And so what I did is I tested that last night. I took these out on the back patio. I plugged the diesel heater into the Elite 30 and cranked it up. Fired up just fine. Settled it in on about a medium-low setting, which is typically where I'm using these in a rooftop tent. The temperatures last night did get just right above freezing. And then with a little adapter, which you can just get these on Amazon, plugged the fridge into here and see what happened when I woke up this morning. It's 10:30. We'll see how long it lasts. All right, well, good morning. It is almost 9 a.m. and the diesel heater and the fridge have been running for 10 and a half hours and still got 1.3 hours that it could go, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn these off because I think 10 and a half hours is a pretty realistic amount of time that you would run the two of these off a little power station like this. So I think the fact that this little guy can run both a fridge and a diesel heater at the same time, keep them going for, I could have gotten almost 12 hours of runtime out of the two of those together. That's impressive. Like, that is crazy impressive that you can run both of these off a little tiny power station like this. And, it's Christmas time. Some people like to get festive with their vehicles and, decorate them with Christmas lights. It's a challenge to figure out how to run your Christmas lights on your vehicle, because the little 12 volt kinds that run off USB, they're not great. So these are just a traditional set of Christmas lights that run off, just typical AC power. So what I have done is hook those up to here. What you do is you turn your AC, make sure your AC's off and your DC's off. Because with the app control on this can kind of serve as a remote for your Christmas lights. So you make sure the power station's on and it doesn't go, make sure the eco's turned off so it doesn't go into sleep mode. You just set this back here in the back, plug your lights in, and then with the handy dandy little Bluetti app, you can turn them on from your phone. So you're driving around and you don't want to be running them during the daytime, but it gets dark and you got this plugged in and ready to go. You can turn them on and off with your phone, and you don't have to worry about any 12 volt setups or running long cords to an inverter in your vehicle kind of thing, and people stepping on them, that sort of stuff, you can just put the little power station in the back and do it with your phone. So that's cool. And then just turn them off. So yeah, the Elite 30 V2, it's an impressive little power station that not only is, you know, practical for camping and running your things, but also is handy for fun stuff, like this. So anyway, link and all the things for this are in the description. I know Bluetti's still having a sale through Christmas on these, so the price on these is killer. If you're looking for kind of a last minute Christmas idea, this right here would be an excellent one. Even if you have a large power station already, having a little guy like this is just super handy. Like I said, I've got a bunch of them, and this is my most used power station of all. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you would, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're not, give us that YouTube love. Check out the links in the description. If you like what we're doing, you want to consider supporting the channel, gain access to special events like the Maris Adventure Park gathering that we just had just a few weeks ago. Special content that we put out, and all of our GPS data, links in the description or here on the QR code. And for all of our merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.